1, 2.
The beat of a drum, the throaty hum of the drone, the sweet melody of the chanter. All of this held together by the stomping of a foot. This wall of sound that hits you out of nowhere and takes you on a journey through time is the voice of Quesnel Pipes and Drums getting ready for yet another one of their shows. Unlike an orchestra or a choir, this is an ensemble sound. Caught in a small practice room like this in the Legion, it's a kind of sound that'll leave you feeling like a kite in a hurricane. Listened to and watched at a Remembrance Day ceremony, the sound matches the cadence of your heartbeat and reminds you of the sacrifices great men and women have made to keep us free.
There's something about a well-tuned bagpipe, the harmonics, that just really kind of gets to you.
Yes, that's what the sounds of a great Highland bagpipe was always meant to do. To fill you with passion, to help you reminisce, and through it all, tell a story. It's a kind of storytelling you can be a part of whether you're 16 or 60.
The instrument is complicated. The music itself has lots of little nuances. You can always learn something new.
Harkened by the pipes 17 years ago at a Highland Games in Prince George, Lisa is now the pipe major of this little group in Quesnel. Leading her troops through the bars and clefts, she huffs and she puffs, and together they build a sound that has for centuries been the soundtrack of history.
When you get together and you have the full band, or you're in a massed band where there's 50 pipers and you're surrounded by this incredible wall of sound, when it all comes together, it just, the hair stands up on the back of your neck, and it's just a real thrill.
Like I said before, it's an ensemble performance where the star is always the sound. Every individual performer and their instruments are just little pieces of a bigger picture.
The pipes have one volume. They can't really produce dynamics like we can, so we're meant to really enhance the music that they play, but we're meant to keep time.
There is a central beat, which is normally the bass drum. The tunes that we have more difficulty staying on time with, I'll use the metronome. So if we start slowing down or we're speeding up, then I start stomping my foot, but I'm watching the metronome.
There's a lot of precision and hard work that goes into making the music that is generally associated with the great Highland pipes. But there's another kind of bagpipe music that was born far away from the battlefields. It's a more free-flowing tool for storytelling that a few still play.
There was a music called pibroch, and it's very different. It's often called the classical music of the bagpipes. It is not in a metered form. It's not like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's very open and free-flowing, and it consists of a ground and then a series of variations that get more complicated and more complicated, more kind of like Bach.
Judy is one of the few members of the band that competes in competitions all over North America. After starting to play in Hamilton, Ontario at the age of 13, Judy now helps Lisa to teach some of the band's newest members. It's this kind of diversity in their tastes and experience that brings this group of bards together.
I know a lot of people that started as adults that have achieved great things in piping, both with bands and as individuals, so it's never too late to start.
Quesnel Pipe and Drums practices at the Quesnel Legion every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. and are always looking for new members. So if you've got lungs full of air and a ear for, well, let's just leave the ears out of it. They're overrated anyway. For Go on Shaw TV, I'm Anand Shandy.